Welcome to your reading for the solar eclipse in Leo on August 12th. Welcome or welcome back, everyone. My name is Debbie. This is the Mind, Body, Soul Evolution. And just in case you noticed that I did not do a weekly reading this week, I am in a brace. I was in a motor vehicle accident. So I was not able to do that. So we are here today. So this is for our earth signs. So Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. I'm breaking this down a little bit. So it is eclipse season. And just like as eclipse seasons go, they eclipse things into our life and out of our life. And life is going to get a lot less subtle. Right, eclipses, again, they bring sudden changes, big surprises, and accelerated timelines. They kind of speed things up. If we are not where we're supposed to be, they will catapult us to where we need to be. So, of course, for me, I'm figuring out what this is all about, right? So, and the eclipses also reveal things that we haven't been looking at, things that we've either pushed aside or swept under the carpet. So buckle up, everyone. It is going to be a ride of an eclipse season. So this eclipse is occurring in the south node of the moon, a point where that represents our shedding and releasing. So time to let go of the old. So if you're holding on to anything, like, it's going to go. It's just going to go. It's time to just rip the Band-Aid off and let go of all the stuff from the past. And again, this eclipse is in the sign of Leo. And Leo, it is Leo's season. And Leo is hosting the planet Jupiter, the largest planet in our solar system, for a whole year. Jupiter expands everything it touches, the good and the bad. So it's going to be enhancing or accelerating, these quantum, so expect quantum leaps, quantum changes. I'm sorry. My speech is a little slowed right now, but that's okay. The last time we had an eclipse in Leo was January of 2019. That was in the North Node, where this is in the South Node. So if you have pictures or calendars or journals, go back and see what was happening in your life at this time. So this eclipse is also bringing bold revelations around your priorities. Are you making what you set as priorities, are you actually engaging in those? Or are those the things you've set aside and swept under the carpet that will make their way to the surface, right? And this is also going to be changing the direction of life. So a lot happening here. And this is for our earth signs. So we will start off with Taurus, our first earth sign. Taurus is sun, moon, and rising. Let's see what this, I already did a big shuffle. So let's see for Taurus, sun, moon, rising. What does the solar eclipse in Leo hold for our Taurus friends? Yeah, so let's see. We will pull 7 cards. Then we will use the card on the bottom as the 8th. We are in Leo's season, infinity. So we will use that number. So let's see, Taurus, what does this eclipse hold for you? Our earth signs, our first earth signs. And for our fire signs, a lot of fire and earth elements came out, which is really interesting. So we'll see what this holds for our Ace of Pentacles. Your ace, I mean, really. That's just what happens. And it's fabulous. We'll pull one more, and then we'll use the card on the root of the deck as your 8th card. On the root, Taurus. Decisions, choices, 2 of Swords could also be about leaning into your intuition and closing off everyone else's opinions or everyone else's advice and what you see on the exterior and leaning into your interior space. But let's see, let's get to this. 4 of Swords, the Empress. Wow. Yeah. This feels like a gestational period, and we'll get into this. Six of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, Six of Cups, Page of Pentacles, Seven of Wands. Yeah, so there feels, okay, leaning into your own intuition and, you know, cutting off the noise from everyone else or everything else, right? Everyone has an opinion. Everything out there is trying to persuade us in one direction or another. And this is, maybe it's overwhelming, and it's time to cut that out and just listen to yourself. This resting phase, just before the Empress. So this reminds me of, you know, that kind of gestation phase just before a woman gives birth, right? That kind of rest up, because you're going on a big journey, a big adventure. You're putting something new into the world, whether it is a new element of yourself or a new aspect of yourself. Maybe you are having a baby right now, or maybe you're birthing a business or a new home, or you're manifesting something. Although I would not manifest, or I do not personally manifest during eclipse season. The caveat of that is, if you were born under a solar eclipse, it might be a good time for you to manifest. I generally don't, because eclipses, they have their own agenda. They put things in, they take things out. And I like to wait till that energy clears. But you're resting because, yeah, you have something, and there's a full moon here. So although this is for the solar eclipse, in a couple weeks we'll have the lunar eclipse. So see what happens then. But you're putting something new into the world based on trusting yourself and your intuition. And this feels like, and I turn this sideways because we are in Leo season, the white swirls of energetic light around this, right, it creates the infinity symbol. This is about equality, that giving and receiving, the balance of life, the harmony of life. You're planting, you have the Ace of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles, and they kind of, for me, they remind me of, like, they're pretty much on the same level. This is a slightly higher, more elevated level, but this is about new beginnings, right? Starting something new and getting curious about what is the true nature of you right now, right? He's standing here, she is standing here on a mandala, holding a mandala, which represents the pentacles here, out in nature. He's above the tree, or he or she is, the person is above the trees. So they're rising above the small things in life, going into the bigger things. The seeds that you're planting now, Taurus, the seeds that you're planting now are going to elevate you, and you want to get a clear sense of where you're going. Again, following into your intuition. There is someone on the other side, though, guiding you. For some of our Taurus friends, there is a loved one on the other side, really kind of holding your hand and guiding you and saying, okay, I've got you. This is not necessarily your time to act. This is what I said, I don't act during eclipse seasons. This is your time to take your focus inward. And you see, like, she's on her cushion. Her little heart here is illuminated, right, with the star. She's got her hands at her heart. Her eyes are quiet. Her eyes are quiet. His or her eyes are quiet. Eyes are looking down, right? This is all about internal reflection. The Empress, her eyes are quiet. The Four of Swords, all of them, every single one of them, their eyes are closed and quiet. This is internal reflection. Reflect on the world you want to create for yourself. What are you putting out into the world that is truly reflective of who you are? This is where you're going right now, Taurus. I'm loving this for you. There's no rush. And Tauruses don't really like to rush anyway. I think you get a little frazzled if you get rushed. You are a fixed sign, right? So you get a little frazzled if you're rushed. You just get to sit there and let the energy guide you. She's in her own little world on her pillow, but the wands, right? That's the heat, that's the passion, that's the energy. Let that rise you up. You don't have to really do a whole lot. And again, whoever is on the other side, you feel closely by you. If you question, like, is this person with me? Is that person with me? The answer is yes. And there could be more than one person by you. Goodness only knows. during this. A whole bunch of people from the other side. A whole bunch of people from the other side by over there. So yeah, rest. Because once these seeds start taking root, once your roots start to grow, it's a whole new world for you, Taurus. I'm loving this for you. So let us know how this goes for you. And we will move on to put these in here. Virgo. Hi, Virgo. How are you? Welcome to your reading for the eclipse, the solar eclipse in Leo. And Leo is right before Virgo. So you are going to feel, because energy moves forward, right? You're going to feel this rush of energy from Leo moving into your space. So, and it's not meant to be invasive at all, right? It's meant to kind of illuminate your talents, your skills, your inspiration, your creativity. Well, that is good. But let's see what this solar eclipse holds for our Virgo friends. We know I love my Virgos. I know I love my Virgos. So let's see what this holds for our Virgos. Cards are a little quiet today, and as soon as I say that, they'll probably all start jumping out, right? But that's okay. And even the cards know, like, we're not jumping into anything. We're not jumping into conclusions. We're not moving too quickly. We're just going to let this come out as it will. Cards, right? They are very intuitive. Virgo, on the root of the deck, Knight of Wands, right? So, what is that spark? What is that inspiration? And again, we have the horse here. The horses are free-spirited, right? They represent like the free spirit within, being untethered, the inner passion. This could also, if a horse is a spirit or totem animal for you, or if you live in an area where you don't normally see horses. I mean, I'm in an area where we have a lot of horses around here, so it would not be unusual for me to see a horse, but just pay attention. Maybe you go through a book and there's a horse in there and you go, that doesn't make any sense. Or maybe come across a picture of a horse. But let's see, so slow and steady, right? Slow and steady. I think there's a little... You have the Seven of Swords, the Judgment. This is a breaking free card. And you have two breaking free cards, the Judgment and the Chariot, both major arcanas, and the Queen of Wands. So if there has been anything in your mind that has held you back, or you've been sorry, my throat chakra. If you've been second guessing yourself, or second guessing your next steps, Virgo, that's coming to a conclusion, because it's like you're just ready for this next step, like for this next version of yourself, right, to emerge, right? And once you do, like, you can sit there and go, oh wow, look at this, check this out, look at this. She's on her cushion, but look at all of the candles. And she's just literally holding power, she's holding her own power in her hand. She knows, the Queen of Wands, like, she knows she's got the power to create the life that she wants. And you're moving away from, if there's any confusion, you're moving away from that. This is a huge break-free moment. You've been probably learning a lot about yourself. For some of our Virgos, you've been doing a lot of self-healing, a lot of healing on your heart space, and a lot of self-care. And you know, things are still kind of, you've planted a lot of deep seeds for your personal growth. And you're learning a lot about, like, who you are through your likes, through your wants, your desires, your needs, through your astrology, through the things that pull your attention. Like, if you're watching this video, then this pulls your attention. And what is it about this that pulls your attention? You're leaning into all that, and then you go, oh, wait a minute. I am so ready to leave the past behind and move forward. And on this Chariot, two more horses here, right? You got the horse in the background here, and you have the two horses here. And if you see the charioteer, he's not even in his seat. And I say this all the time. He's on the roof of the chariot. There are no reins on these horses. This is pure. This is beyond intuition. This is trusting the divine guidance and the divine timing and the divine path. This is trusting once you break free and you just have a sigh of relief and you start to celebrate you, these seeds that you planted and everything you've done so far to figure out who you are and what your life is all about. You're ready. It will start to move very quickly. And then you go, okay, I get to choose. I get to choose my landscape, my destiny, what seeds I plant. And again, another horse here. You've got 4 horses, just bringing that up. I mean, you have the crows in here, and we have the 2 birds here. So, and again, feathers, birds represent your spiritual self, and horses represent your earth self. Combining, right, your intuition and your logical earthbound self, or your spiritual self with your human self. These merging together. And maybe that is what's been happening all along underneath the surface, trying to figure out which one do I lean into. It's both. We need both because we are both. We are more than just the both. You get to plan your landscape. Virgo, you get to decide where you're going and how you're going. And you know, like, there's no need to rush. So keep these animals in mind. If you see feathers, like if you're at a lake and there's a bunch of geese and you see feathers, that's expected. If you see a feather in an odd spot, then that's a sign. If you happen to see a horse or a painting of a horse, that's a sign. So let the signs guide you. Let yourself be illuminated, Virgo. And yeah, dance to the rhythm of your soul, because like you have a break free moment here coming up, and it sounds very exciting for you. So Virgo, that is your reading for this solar eclipse. So thank you. If you have any questions, put them in the comments and we will move on to Capricorn. Hello Capricorn, how are you? Let's give these cards a really good shuffle and we will see what this holds for our Capricorn friends, because yeah, this is a big deal, right? This eclipse is a big deal. So there we go. Let's see what this holds for our Capricorn friends, the royalty of the zodiac, as I say all the time. So let's see. And let's see if this plays off of any of your other fellow or sister earth signs. Again, these cards are going like really gently today. They're not popping out. They're just like, kind of like the Knight of Pentacles. Just kind of taking their time. Just letting things be revealed one at a time. So we have a couple more to pull. We have 3 more here. We'll pull 1 more and then we'll get the root of the deck. The Devil. Okay, and Temperance on the root of the deck. This is very interesting, the Devil and Temperance, the Angel and Devil. Temperance is Sagittarius, Archangel Gabriel. So just keep that in mind. So look and see, Capricorn, where Sagittarius is at in your chart. I am a triple Sag, but I have a lot of energy in my chart in Capricorn. I have King of Wands, so I would look to see where Leo is at in your chart. The Hierophant. 6 of Pentacles. 7 of Swords came out again. The Sun. Look at this. Look at this. 10 of Swords. Oh yeah, the Devil. So, alchemy, creativity, right? Divine guidance. You have both cards of divine guidance. Temperance, which Archangel Gabriel, and then the Hierophant is the ultimate. This is your connection to all that is and all that you believe. And it doesn't matter if it doesn't make sense to anyone else. Like, this is what you believe in. There's a lot of divine guidance and download. I'm going to skip right to the devil here. I heard a really interesting description of the devil. And this is like unhealthy attachments to things, right? The things that hold us back. But the thing is, it's what you allow to hold yourself back. It just, people in general, like, if you have a friend, right? And like our friends and our partners, like they know the trigger. They know our trigger points, right? And it's whether or not, or the things that that kind of throw us off. Like if you're trying to eat healthier, and a true friend would not like offer you cakes and cupcakes. The devil kind of like offers you the cake and the cupcake. And the devil's like, I'm not the bad guy here. I'm just giving you what you've always wanted. But it's up to you to say, I'm not that person anymore. I have outgrown that part of myself. And therefore, you no longer have control. It's a very powerful card. That's when the angel comes in, because you have the angel on one shoulder, the devil on the other, literally. And that's when the angel comes in and says, you have no more power here. You can keep trying, devil. You will no longer succeed. Why? Because Capricorn has said, I'm done. I'm releasing myself from anything that has tried to keep me smaller, that keeps pulling me back to my past. I am beyond that. Why? Because I have a lot of spiritual awareness and a lot of spiritual love inside of me. I am the king. I am the queen. I am taking ownership and reigns over my life. When I said, look where Leo is at in your chart, well, this is Leo season, but the Leo lion is here. This is the Leo card, the Leo king. You're like standing up. You're taking your place. You're allowing yourself not only to be the responsible giver, and you will always be that, but also to allow people to give to you, for yourself to be the receiver and elevate yourself. 7 of Swords and 10 of Swords, right? Whatever confusing thoughts, right? The Sun has come along and says, no. Again, you have a lot of cards, the Sun, the Hierophant, and the Temperance, all coming in pretty much to your rescue, Capricorn, and saying, no. You have no room here. You do not dwell here anymore. The door for you is closed. This comes back to, priorities. What is a priority for you? And where are you moving your life forward to now? You're moving your life to the light, to the sun, to your higher understanding, to your own self-worth. There's a lot of guidance. And again, you have these 3 cards versus these 3 cards. And you know what? It's like these 3 are so much more powerful. And it took the happiest card in the deck, along with divine guidance and an archangel, to say, no, you're done. Oh, I'm sorry. You want to cause confusion? No. Sorry, if confusion is gone, and as soon as she releases any confusion or any self-doubt, the sun comes up, and then the sun illuminates the path forward. This is huge, Capricorn. This is massive. I'm loving this reading for you. I am so happy. Look, her arms are outstretched. Here, her arms are by her sides, right? She's releasing. She's kind of like anchoring her feet into the earth. And once she realizes that that part of her is gone, she has defeated the devil within. Then her arms are outstretched. She's going, yes, I am so ready. Capricorn, you are so ready for this transformation. I'm loving this for you. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. If you want a reading for yourself to navigate all this eclipse energy, put a comment in the comment box, or reach out to me directly. But that is your reading for our earth signs. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. And until next time, enjoy the eclipse season.